Hey family, guess what? The Content Creators University is a show that airs every single week, but I want to connect with you. I want you to go ahead and download my mobile application. If you have an iPhone, go ahead and download my app called JP High Tech TV right now onto your phone. If you have a TV, a smart TV, my app is also available on your Roku TV, right? Go ahead and download JP High Tech TV on your Roku TV or your Amazon Fire TV right now, and let's connect together, right? I want you to grow with me. I want us to grow together. If you love podcasts, I'm also happy to tell you that the Content Creators University is available syndicated across every podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, you name it, we are there. Spotify and all of that. Go ahead and download it, listen to it, and do me a favor. If you appreciate what we're doing, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Leave me a review on any of those podcast platforms or mobile application platform. Let me know if any of the hard work that we're putting into this community, this broadcast, this podcast is helping you. If you appreciate all the amazing guests that we're bringing onto the platform to share their expertise with you. This is a lot of work, family, and I'm doing all this in order for you to be able to grow your business the right way, leveraging content creation. Thanks so much, and if you appreciate what we do, go ahead and as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, JP High Tech Reviews. Follow me personally if you want to, connect with me on all social media, and the handle is at JP High Tech. I love connecting. Like I always say, network is the new currency. So I want to see you online, I want to connect with you, and I want to hear from you. Let's grow together. Be safe, like I always say. See you next time. Shalom. Peace.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the news, family. So the very first news I want to talk about is a new sponsor that just joined us. The family of sponsors here, very excited. This is Afric Prod TV, and this is one of the number one TV station in Europe, right? And so they've decided to sponsor this show. Huge shout out to Afric Prod Television, based in Paris, France. And so this is an international television, and you can go check it out by just going to the website africsolprodtv.com. Afric is AFRIC, Sol SOL, Prod PRD TV.com. Go ahead and check it out. And so we're very excited. If you guys want to advertise on this television, well, guess what? They're offering each person that goes there and simply says the name, hashtag JP High Tech, right? A free 1 month advertisement. You can advertise your business, your solution services, all of that. 1 month free, 30 days free by going here. Again, go check it out. They have their mobile application. They have their TV application, their Roku TV. Go check it out, family. Pretty cool stuff, all right? Now, we also have our community for the folks that did not know that. Yes, we have our own private community in case you were not part of it, right? Go ahead and join our community right now. No, it's not on Facebook. It's not a private Facebook group. It's an actual private social community of like-minded thinkers, right? People that are trying to do something, creators, right? Amazing folks just like you. We're gathered there and we brainstorm there. We grow together there. And so listen, sometimes you just got to be part of certain circles, and you can do that today. All you have to do is simply go to the website, contentcreatorsuniversity.com. I repeat, contentcreatorsuniversity.com is where you need to go. Okay. Just go to contentcreatorsuniversity.com, join for free today, and let's be part of the same community and let's grow together. Right. Like you heard me say, the day you stop learning, you stop growing. So we always want to grow. We always want to know what are the best things to do, the best habits, right? The best, strategies to implement in order for us to make the impact we're trying to make with our product, with our businesses, and really live our 9 to 5, just like I did several years ago. Right. So looking forward to having you in that community. And if you want more of me, well, you're going to find me there. Shout out to the folks that are watching us every single week in your living room. Big thanks. We have our Roku TV application. If you've been watching this since the beginning, right? It's called JP High Tech TV. And people ask me, what solution do you use, JP? Well, it's called RTN Streams, right? And the website is simple. Just go to rtnstreams.com. I repeat, rtnstreams.com. Shout out to them. They're sponsors on the platform as well. And so if you know how to upload a video to YouTube, then you know how to use this platform. It is a private CDN account that will allow you to have, right, your Roku TV application, right, and be able to power that and go live simultaneously and do amazing other things, right? Understanding the ownership of your content, knowing that if you have your stuff solely on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, all of that, you don't own that. You don't own those platforms, right? You're literally borrowing their solution, and anything can happen at any time. And we all know the value of ownership. So let me stop right there for the folks that know what I'm talking about. Another conversation for another day. But yes, very, very important that we as content creators, as small business owners, as creators of in this creator economy, understand the value of ownership and work towards owning our content, right? Crucial. So again, go ahead and check it out. rtnstreams.com is the place to go. Now, our other sponsor you heard earlier is ExpressVPN, and ExpressVPN is giving us 3 months free, right? For you guys, if you go to the URL, expressvpn.com/JP High Tech. Express is EXPRESS VPN.com. If you're listening to the podcast, /JP High Tech. High Tech is HIGHTK, right? Go ahead and get yourself 3 months on the 12-month plan. Amazing. VPN for virtual private network, allowing you to protect your assets, your digital assets, knowing that we're spending a lot of time online lately, and we need to really secure the things we're doing so we do not risk any exposure, any leak to the web, or any web attack, right? We have to protect the things that we're doing. All right. Thank you so much for staying so far with us. One last thing I want to let you guys know is you can send me a video message. I am on Volley, right? Go ahead and connect with me on Volley today, right? All you have to do, connect with me by going to me.volley.app /JP High Tech, right? Volley is VOLLEY. If you listen to the podcast, me.volley.app /JP High Tech. Send me a video message. If you're like, I have questions to ask JP, I need your help, JP, to help me level up my presence and my branding. Well, you can be active with me by sending me a video. And whenever I get some time, I'll check it and reply back with a video. I believe video speaks volume in the things that we do, right? It's more interactive versus just the traditional way of sending messages. So enough about all this, family. Let's go ahead and dive into today's conversation. And of course, our guest name is, Katie Brinkley. And a little bit about her I have right here. Just to let you guys know, she has been leveraging social media to grow audiences and income for over 19 years. Okay, let me pause right there. 19 years, of course. Don't try to calculate her age. All I'm saying is she's been doing this for a long time, okay? And since the time of MySpace, I remember MySpace. I used to use MySpace. She's helped her clients build a strategy to attract the right followers and generate consistent inbound leads as little as 1 week, an hour a week. What? We got to talk about that, Katie, when I bring you up here. This is amazing. All right. It says that from building corporate level growth strategies for AT&T and DirecTV to implementing done-for-you social media for entrepreneurs, tech startups, consultants, Katie has been at the forefront to the changes in how buyers engage on social media. Utilizing her platform agnostic strategies, Katie's clients have been able to see bottom line results at every stage of the sales process. And that is important, right? Different stages have different requirement or different goals to meet. And if you're meeting, your bottom line at every stage, that's amazing, right? Katie's history of radio. Oh, she was in radio, folks. Journalism, right? Radio mixed with her social aptitude allows her to bring a unique insight and leverage her client stories to the forefront of social strategy. Family, we're about to bring our guests here so that we can talk about everything we need to know, right after the intro. Whew, this is about to be good. I hope you guys have your notepad because we're diving into this today. Social media strategies. Let's go. All right. right, Katie, welcome to the show. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing on this Tuesday afternoon?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks. First thing first, thank you. Thank you. Honestly, you're a busy woman, but you've agreed to spare some time and give us some freebies today. And this is fantastic because you get paid the big bucks to talk about the things that you're about to talk about. So huge thanks. One thing that we say, right, is every guest is a professor. So Professor Brinkley in the house. I'm excited. So the folks are like, okay, JP, calm down. All right, I will. Right. Take a minute, introduce yourself for the folks that are just discovering you for the first time, please.
Yeah, so you gave me a great introduction there. So my name is Katie Brinkley. I'm a social media strategist, and I've been doing this for a while now. I started back in the days of MySpace, helping bands get off of MySpace and onto the radio. Now, back in the days of MySpace, the Facebook, as it was called, was still just for colleges and universities. But I very quickly saw what an incredible tool social media can be when you go in with a strategy. And I was in college at the time. I was working at the college radio station, and part of our jobs was to get bands and record labels to send us their music for
Mm-hmm.
free. Um, but we were writing handwritten letters, and I was like, this seems like a giant time suck. So I went ahead and went in on MySpace and started connecting with different bands, networking with them. I was bringing them onto the radio. I was getting all this merch. And
Mm.
before I knew it, I was creating really incredible relationships with a lot of bands that were on the cusp of hitting it big. And yeah, I went in with a strategy and I saw results. I made amazing relationships and connections. But being a social media anything didn't exist back then. So after I graduated, I went and I actually landed my dream job. I was the post game reporter for the Colorado Rockies, Denver Broncos, Denver Nuggets, and Colorado Avalanche for a
Wow.
radio station here in Denver. And I did that for about 3.5 years before I again, this is probably one of the questions that we'll probably get into later in the interview, but I made the decision to leave radio and I moved into marketing. I worked at corporate marketing for a while. And then 6 years ago, I started my agency, and the rest is kind of history.
Wow. Wow. See, I knew you'd do a better job than me reading your bio. We can never put everything in the bio. You know that. So that's fantastic. Now I understand why we connected so fast because I do have a radio background, I have a TV background, I have a marketing background. This is crazy. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I was gonna ask, why leave radio? Why would you say was the one main reason why you left? I know we have a questionnaire, but hey, let's keep this our organic. So why did
Well,
you leave radio?
hindsight is 2020. But when I was in radio, there was this new thing, and I guess I'm really dating myself. So you guys can go ahead and look up all the dates here. But there was this new thing that came out called Sirius XM, and these two satellite radios were supposedly going to eliminate the rest of the radio world because who would want to listen to radio with commercials?
Right.
And a lot of the people that were working at the station made the jump over to television. I had only been doing it for about 3 years, and I didn't have any experience in TV. I didn't have any sort of really like credibility to say like, okay, well, I'm going to move to TV as well. So I was like, well, what else do I feel confident in? And it was marketing. So that's where I moved. And I was a marketing manager for the Colorado Rockies TV station for a while. And yeah, I mean, like I said, hindsight's 2020. Obviously, local radio is still around.
Still around.
Um, Probably should have stuck it out a little bit longer instead of jumping ship like so many other people did. But if I wouldn't have, I probably wouldn't have had I wouldn't have my job now.
Right. And now you're helping amazing folks like me, right? And a whole lot of awesome folks in the watching this right now. Like, okay, we need to know more. But hey, we'll get there, folks. Don't worry. We got to know our guest, right? Understanding her background, her story, makes us understand better the things that she'll be sharing. So we have a couple of fun questions here for you, Katie. And the first thing is, if you were a superhero, right? Let us know who will it be and why.
This is a question that I honestly I struggled with a little bit because I like superheroes a lot, but I've never been like, oh, that's who I would be. Like, so honestly, the first person that I thought of if I could be a superhero would be Black Widow. But then I really, just because I think that she's so cool. But then
Right,
I was like,
right.
well, the reason that she's so cool is because she's like a deadly assassin, and I, I don't know if I want to be a deadly assassin. So I mean, I was trying to think about all the different superpowers that go along with superheroes.
Right, right.
And I probably would choose Captain Marvel because she's super strong and she can fly. So,
Look at
um,
that.
yeah, so I mean, like I could move heavy things and I could get places I wanted to go really easily. So, I
Yeah.
don't know if there's a superhero that can teleport, but that if there is one, that maybe that would be a good one too, because I think that teleportation would be really cool.
Hey, I'm just saying, right? We want to get to the places we want to go faster now. And yeah, if you can just do that, that's amazing. I mean, think about it for a second. But without the assassin part, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, she
Black
is.
Widow's pretty cool.
She
She
is
got
really
style.
cool.
Yeah, and they talk about the pose, right? She always poses when she lands. That makes me
Yeah.
laugh all the time. All right, let me stop going. I love superheroes, to be honest. So, hence the question, right? But okay. On a serious note, if you were to give yourself one major piece of advice, let's say, for example, yourself when you were 18, knowing all the things that you know today and the experiences you've built up and everything, what would be that one major piece of advice you give yourself and why?
Absolutely would say to stick things out longer with radio. But I mean that was even after I was 18. Um, if I were to go back to my 18-year-old self, I would tell myself to uh, give yourself some grace with so many different things, especially with business and relationships and networking. Sometimes, and especially in the world of social media now, it can be hard to do the comparison game, see what other people are doing, and
Mhm.
try to compare yourself to what they're where they're at in their business to where you're at in your business. And we do that even as kids. You're like, oh well, that person has the cool car and I only have this. If only I had this, then that would happen. And really just enjoying the journey that you're on and where you are is so valuable. And if we play the comparison game with our relationships, then we're never going to be content or be happy and appreciate where we are and the moment that we're in right now.
Whew. That is so real and so powerful at so many levels because we all have different journeys. We all have different successes, and because a lot of times that's what we look at by comparing. We look at the successes, right? Not really the hardships, but most of the time the other people's successes and comparing our success to that. But we all have a slightly different definition of success, and it should be measured as well differently. We all measure that differently according to where we're um at the level we're at specific season, knowing that there are different seasons in life and a whole bunch of different things. So that is powerful, and I love it. I love it. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Stick it out longer, and don't try to compare your journey to other people's journey. I love that.
Oh,
I love that.
it,
That's
well,
right.
and I mean, and think about it too, JP. We're only seeing other people's highlight reels. We're not seeing it, we're not seeing the failed launches, the failed, like the YouTube videos where we bumble over our words all the time. I mean, nobody wants, I mean, like take it and delete it.
Right.
We're not seeing the mistakes, but nobody's perfect right out the get-go. And
Hmm.
the more you can just embrace where you're at and be like, yeah, I'll go back and look at that video. That really wasn't that good now, but look at how good I am now. Like
Right.
I would
Right.
love to delete like episodes 1, 2, and 3 of my podcast. Let me tell you, it was so awkward on those. But it's a great way to compare to where I am now and what I've learned and the different ways that I show up, the questions that I ask, and really just appreciate the journey that it's been to get to where I am. And who can even guess where it'll be 2 years from now?
I mean, we gotta grow, right? And that's the beauty of this journey, right? In everything we do, we gotta make sure that we're growing, we're improving, right? And that we're actually doing better than the previous day. And yeah, that's why I mean, even me, yeah, I wish I could delete the first episode of my podcast. But we stick it out. Is a beauty to see the
Yep.
journey, and also it is a blessing. And there's a learning, aspect of this that we're talking about. People, there's a blessing whenever your prospective clients or people that want to work with you can see your growth. It means that, in other words, you actually can relate to where they are, like they can see, oh, okay, you know what I'm going through, because you've been there. I can see your journey, talking about story. And you leverage story a lot to help your clients, or people use that on social media. So that's why I'm like, just learning aspect in this, understanding that our story matters, and our growth trajectory is part of our story, and showing that is actually more impactful than just looking perfect, you know only
Hmm.
perfect, which is not realistic. So now let's go ahead and dive into a nitty and gritty about what we're talking about today, right? Why is most social media strategy not working? What are most people missing? We're diving into that right now. With the first question I have for you is, in your professional, expertise, right? What does social media means for business owners or for businesses?
So for a business owner, and it's probably, I mean, man, now I feel a little taboo saying this on your show, because it is, Content Creators University. But this is the thing, is when you show up on social media as a business owner versus a content creator, that's two totally different strategies.
Hmm.
Being a content creator, it's what we're doing right now. I mean, this is an hour of both of our time. We're creating content. You can repurpose it. You can share it. I mean, you're invested with your audience for a full hour of your time. And showing up as a business owner. So if you're trying to sell a product, or a service, there's a lot of other things that go into being a business owner, and social media is just one small piece of the strategy. So when you're showing up with live streams or on Instagram, how can you maximize all that time that you're on there to make sure that all your people want to tune in, and all they want to tell your friends about you, and they're never going to miss an episode, or they don't never want to miss a post. And it's by showing up and giving value. So I'm a strong proponent of posting less on social media to get more business, because every time you show up, that there, it is value driven, and there is a post, there is a reason behind that post being out there. Social media is your awareness. It's what makes you Googleable. If I
Hmm.
type in
Hmm.
JP High Tech, I'm going to see your YouTube channel. I'm going to see all sorts of things about you, and that's what people are looking for. People are Googling you. So you have to be showing up on social media in some capacity. So if you're just showing up and like, hey, here's a post, or here's a picture of my dog or whatever, no one's going to want to follow you, connect with you, do business with you, because they don't really know that much about you. So how can you make sure that every time you show up, even if it's just 2 times a week, it's 100% exactly what your ideal clients and customers want to see and hear from you. And they're aware of what it is that you do, who you serve, and how you can help them.
Well, I like what you're saying. And yes, it's not about quantity, and I've said that multiple times on speaking engagements. It's about the quality of your post, and
Yes.
understanding that what you're posting has a purpose. And because this leads directly into my next question, because some people will tell you, instead of me answering, I'm gonna have you. You're our professor today. We're learning from you. Some people will tell you, well, Katie, is all good and dandy, right? Great, what you're saying, but I have a business. I've been in my opinion, right? They would say they've been posting, being purposeful about the things
Hmm.
they're saying, right? Meaning they're talking about their business, they're talking about their services, how they can help people, but nothing is happening.
Hmm.
So what's the missing piece here? Why is it nothing happening, even though I'm posting every day, right? Or as much as I can on a whole bunch of social media platforms. There's so many today. And I'm talking about, hey, this is my product, this is what I can do for you. What's
Hmm.
going on?
I love this question, JP. And the reason why is because, we're live right now. We're checking one of the boxes of creating content. But you know what? Not everyone likes live video. Some people like a podcast that they can listen to in their car. Some
Mhm.
people really like reading blog posts. Some people like swiping through carousel images. I mean, if you think about it, Instagram alone has 5 different ways that you can post and show up on social media. There's live video,
Mhm.
there's reels, short form video, there
Right.
is the feed with, the OG of Instagram with the single images, there's carousel posts, and then there's Instagram stories. Yours truly, I love me a good carousel post. I see a ton of single images and carousel posts in my feed. Uh, but you know what? Like there's a number of people. I spoke with someone today, and he's like, I haven't seen like just a regular image on Instagram in months. And I was like, oh, really? I was like, what do you see? He's like, reels. That's it. I was like, well, that's all that you really engage with. So your algorithm is built differently than mine. And so if you're showing up one way time and time again, and your ideal client and customer might not everyone likes having a reel or a short form video, you're missing out on connecting with them. So how can you take that reel? How can you take this live video and put it into a short form video, and take that short form video and then turn it into a carousel post? Turn that, I mean, how can you make sure that you check all the boxes so that you're hitting all of your target audience the way they consume social media?
Hmm. So, family, this is fantastic what she's saying, right? Because now that opens it to a whole lot of questions right now, right? Uh, and hey, guys, I'm here to ask your questions so you can take advantage of her within the 45 minutes that we have her today. Um, and then you can pay her for more. All right. So let's get into it. So now that makes me think of a couple of things. Okay. So you're telling me, in other words, that just posting to post on social media is not a strategy?
No, the spaghetti at the wall method doesn't work anymore.
Okay. So, all right. So, because those you mentioned algorithm, right? Which is real,
Mhm.
right? Every
Yeah.
platform, every social platform has a specific AI that's adapting it to the user so that
Mhm.
you see more of what you like you I'm just putting it in simple terms for somebody that may not fully understand. So you go and the more type of content you engage with, the AI will present those to you. So now,
Exactly.
if I understand correctly, Katie, you're telling me first I need to know who I'm trying to communicate to and the
Mhm.
type of content they like so I can create that and serve it to them. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really complicated, but I mean, all of our feeds are different, and if I start, so here's a good example. Please don't judge me, but so on Instagram, I see a ton of carousel posts and single image posts, mostly from marketing and social media people and other like coaches. On Facebook, though, all of my I see stuff from my friends, but mostly Facebook groups, and then my
Okay.
Facebook Reels, which is a thing, Facebook Reels, all of it is stuff from the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. I mean, that thing's been over for a while. I'm still getting Reels built on the I didn't watch it live. So I got all my information through Facebook Reels. Well, apparently, like, since that's all that I've watched with Facebook Reels, that's all I'm still getting are these reels like this. So that my algorithm is built like, hey, she loves this pop culture drama of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So, I mean, the way that I've built my algorithm on these different platforms is very, very different. Now, if you're trying to show up in your ideal clients' algorithms, in their feeds, and you're trying to expand your network, hashtags and
Mhm.
posting reels, that is a great way, but it's not the only way. I think using hashtags is very, very strategic when you use it for an outbound strategy. So, what hashtags do your ideal clients and customers use? For me, like I do a lot of coaching and speaking at like real estate events and realtor conferences. So
Okay.
I hang out in the hashtag realtor life, hashtag Denver
Mhm.
realtor. I'm commenting on those posts like crazy. I spend like 10 minutes a day commenting on the most recent posts for people using those hashtags. And when I'm commenting, I'm not just doing like the 3 heart emojis or 3 fire emojis, the love of all things, just the 3 emoji comment strategy. Please
Right,
just let
right.
it die. Um, with these comments, they need to be insightful and actually responding to what someone wrote. Even if it's something simple like, "Oh, I love this kitchen."
Mm-hmm.
Just something. It's the pay it forward strategy. So you're paying it forward, giving them some love in the social media algorithm that you're on. And when you leave an insightful comment, guess who sees it? Not just the creator, all of their audience. And that is how their audience most likely is probably also going to be your ideal client or customer. So if you leave these valuable comments on other people's posts, 10 minutes a day, it's not that, I mean, you can do it while you're in the carpool line or at Starbucks, whatever. 10 minutes a day is not that long just to go through a hashtag and then just get both thumbs going and leave some valuable comments. And I promise you, it's going to bring in the right followers to your account, because the way that you've posted, the way that you're showing up is exactly what you said, JP. It's valuable comment. You're talking to your ideal client and customer, telling them what you do, how you can help them. So when they land on your page, they're going to be like, how have I never followed JP before? Here he
Mm-hmm.
is. Thank goodness thank goodness he commented on my post. I can't wait to see more of his content.
Whoo, family, are you hearing the secrets he's dropping? Aha. Yeah, I love it. Thank you for that. That's so real. That is so real. And I'm gonna be honest, family, that's one of my strategies that I use. It is real, it works whenever you take the time to provide value on other people's posts, not just being greedy, right? About I post this, see me, me, me. Well, the way you're really gonna get organic, real people, that really want to work with you to see or to be interested in you is by you helping on other platform groups, right? Private groups and all that. And then guess what? They'll look you up and like, hey, this person's really knowledgeable about this. Let me see what he's all about. And look at that. Now, that's fantastic. Okay, so there's a group of people, a group of entrepreneurs, right, that will tell me, that have told me actually, and I want to bring this up to you, that they've worked with other coaches that suggested they're investing into a specific platform, right, like that the choose one primary platform type of strategy and spend the money. So, for example, Facebook, and pay, boost the post or pay for an ad or about your product services. No return on investment.
Ads is an entirely different strategy. And I do have to say, one of the most important part of ads is ensuring that you have the Facebook pixel optimized. Boosting posts it's okay. I mean, like, I'll still boost a post here and there, but it's not for lead generation. It's never for lead generation.
Hmm.
And for you, I always recommend to go through the ads manager, set up the pixel, because if you have your pixel correctly installed, you can track people who have visited your website, see who's gone through and gone to the checkout page, or maybe put something in their cart but then didn't
Mm-hmm.
check out, and you can retarget them based on their behavior with your website. I mean, even with DM conversations. So I will run targeted ads to people that I have DM conversations with, and DM, like, for Facebook and Instagram. And this is why I think it's so important to move people into private conversations on these platforms. Always in your posts, tell people what you want them to do next. If you're looking to get people into your DMs, one of the best strategies that I have is to tell people, like, if you have a new offer, like, hey, I have a 31 days of content calendar I'm giving away for free. Who wants it?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
people will comment, me, 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 me. Instead of just giving them the link, say, awesome, I'm going to shoot you a DM with the calendar. Now you've opened up a one-on-one conversation with that person, and you can move them into a sales funnel. You can retarget them with ads. So there's so many more possibilities with ad campaigns when you're using a pixel and when you're using the ads manager for Facebook. It's just that next level of really being able to see results with what you're doing on with the money that you're investing to these platforms.
Katie, I'm going to ask you a question. This is for us that are still skeptical. Thank you for that answer. It does explain a lot, right? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, are you saying that social media marketing works?
Oh, is that the question? Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. I know you
I
have
was
an
like,
agency.
it works for what?
So it still works. Okay. It works. It works. Wow.
It
We're
works.
going to go ahead and
Yeah,
take an
when you
ad
have a
break.
strategy. Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, you can't just post and expect to have your ideal clients and customers banging down your door saying, "Here, take my money." I mean, you have to have a strategy, and it does take some. I mean, one it's the setup. Once you get the right pieces in place, it really can take you just about an hour a week to have organic leads coming to you because you're spending your time the right way on the right platforms with the right audience. And so it's just figuring out those small pieces at the beginning of, hey, this is who I want to talk to, this is where they're at, this is what they find value in, and this is how I can move the conversation along onto a sales call or onto an order page.
You know, believe it or not, that's so real. Thank you for that. Believe it or not, you know, if you're listening, you're like, JP, that's a silly question. No, it's not, because I have people that actually do not believe anymore that social media marketing, or, you know, to grow your business, we're talking about, you know, in order to grow a business or push a product or service, works anymore. You know, we have people that have sadly invested a lot of money, have not seen any return, or a lot of time and energy into this, that are burnt out, like do not believe it in anymore. So them hearing that it actually still works and that there's light, you know, there's hope somewhere, is important, right? So we're going to take an ad break. When we come back, Katie, I just want you to give us, you know, like the first 3 to 5 steps, right? That can be a takeaway for us. What will be the 3 to 5 steps if we wanted to push something that will really help us getting some traction, all right, online, in case we're missing anything. So let's go ahead and run those ads. We'll be right back with that. And after that, we'll talk about, again, how can we work with you. If you have any offer for the people that really want to, you know, jump into your calendar and things like that, so that we can continue that conversation. Because I'm looking at the time, okay, we're almost out of here. Time goes by fast. So we'll be right back, Katie. Thanks so much. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Guys, we'll be right back. It's coming, family. Stay with me.
What's up, y'all? This is your man, Lionel. I am super excited that I had the opportunity to work with my man, JP Hightech. Man, JP was absolutely fabulous. I mean, from start to finish, he was instrumental in helping me to understand not only what my mission, what my vision is, but how to communicate that visually. So So one of the examples I give you real quick is that JP helped me a lot with my look, with a LUT. That's how I started out with JP. As you can see right now, look overexposed, too much light. It's spilling over into the background. You can look really, you can see the chair in the middle, to boom, this right here gave me my natural skin color, natural texture. Just a wonderful, wonderful a piece of working with JP. So what I really liked about him is that he not only helped me to show visually what it is I wanted to do, but he actually walked me through the process to hear what it is I was trying to do. And then he spent over 4 hours. Think about that. 4 hours working with me one-on-one to help me get it looking to where I wanted to look, where I could invite guests onto my platform as well. So I highly recommend JP High Tech, not only for your personal branding and your website and all of those things, but I recommend JP because he's personable, he's direct to show you exactly where you need to go and how you need to go there, but he's also super professional from start to finish. I see professionalism. So I highly recommend JP, and I know you guys will like him too. If you have any questions for me, let me know, but definitely JP is the man we work with. If you have any questions, let me know.
Hey, family, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we've been here with Katie Brinkley. We're talking about the things that we might be missing on social media. Why is it that our strategies are not working? But you just watch an ad talking about your custom LUT. Family, a lot of folks will ask me, JP, how's it that you're showing the way you're showing? How's it that you have that quality and things like that? One of the, my secret weapons, if you want to call it, that I have is a custom LUT, right? Somebody asked me once, why do you need a custom LUT? Why can't I just buy a LUT online? You can, but understand that when a LUT is created, it takes a couple of things into consideration. Your skin tone, your specific setup, meaning is it indoor, is it outdoor? Your lighting setup, right? And then the look you want. Is it corporate look? Is it, cinematic? All of that matters, right? And understanding that we have primary, secondary colors. What are those primary colors in your studio? Is me, if you look at my studio, I have more of a red, type of touch in my studio, red and blue, right? But we have different styles. And then I have cinematic overall look to the things that I'm doing. So those things are important. All you have to do is go to the website, jphightech.com/custom LUT, jphightech.com/custom LUT, all right? JP Hightech, HIGHTEK, right? .com/custom LUT, and get yourself your custom LUT today. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's something that I highly, highly recommend, right? And we've worked with so many creators, so many professionals, and you can go there and, you can actually see it, live, showing you what you can get with this and why you need it and all of that. Again, go to jphightech.com/custom LUT and you will get it. Now, let me go ahead and bring our guest back here. Hey, Katie, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the amazing knowledge you're dropping on us and free freebies, free strategies, on the things that, we may not have understood, and we probably approached the wrong way, which is why we are not getting the, return that we expected. But there's hope, like you said, before we took our break. So now we're moving to, we want to know actionable steps. Can you please give us, for folks that are like, hey, what can I take away right now to go back and maybe fix some things? I know there's no one size fit all type of thing, but something at least that we can take away, maybe 3 to 5 steps that we can implement today and start seeing a feedback or return on what we're doing. What will those be, please?
There's so many. And I think that one step is to take a step back. I really think that, look at the platforms that you are ready to invest. I mean, you are amazing with video and, I just saw all the ads too, like lighting, all the things, for video. If video is your spot, how can you take that video, the YouTube video, and how can you repurpose it for the other platforms that are prioritizing video. So
Mm.
how can you repurpose it for TikTok? How can you repurpose it for, I mean, if you're not utilizing YouTube Shorts yet, I don't know what else needs to happen in the universe to have you start utilizing YouTube Shorts. It is an incredible tool. They're starting to pay their creators.
Yeah.
I mean, the YouTube Shorts, again, like if I could only choose like 2 video platforms to go all in on for this year, only 2, it'd be YouTube and it'd be Instagram over TikTok. But anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. So find the platforms that you feel comfortable creating content for. And after you're done creating that content, if it is a live video, how can you take that and turn it into a podcast? How can you turn it into a blog? How can you turn it into a carousel post? How can you turn it into a Facebook post to go into your Facebook group, whatever? How can you repurpose it? It's all about working smarter, not harder. So find the ways that you can create that long form content and then micro content it down. You don't need to recreate the wheel. And like I said earlier, everyone consumes content differently. Someone
Mhm.
might not have an hour to watch a video or to listen to a podcast, but they might have 30 seconds to get some actionable takeaways that then lead them in further into your circle of trust, of them saying, yes, I love how, JP always shares those great tips. I love how, the things that have happened, like I never even knew what a LUT was before. And now I know, and I know I need one. So when I'm ready, he's the guy that I'm going to go to. And it's all because of the way that you're consistently showing up and giving value. So take a step back, repurpose your content. And I have to say too, keep in mind that social media is a long game. There's people watching you right now and they're just not ready to buy from you yet. They're not ready yet, but they're watching you. So be consistent and know that your people are there. They're watching you, they're following you, and it's just not time yet. Don't give up on social media. It's an awareness game. Going viral is not a business strategy. Yeah, it's great to go viral because you'll get a whole bunch of followers and people to your account, but how many of those people are going to buy? I'd rather have
Mhm.
1,000 true fans than 100,000 people that are just willing to double tap. So those would be my biggest tips.
Woo, guys, I'm so excited because let me put it down. It's real. It's real. It's real. She's real. Katie, you are real. I love it. It is so real. Did you hear what she said? Take a step back, right? Take a step back and implement shorts into your strategy today. And like she said, if you were to pick 2, a video, sharing platform, YouTube and Instagram, right? Not TikTok. Ooh, and understand going viral cannot be your strategy. Those are things that I preach. And having somebody else preach the same thing is getting me so excited because understand, yeah, you can go viral. That doesn't mean all those people are actually interested in spending money with your brand, right? We want to make money. That's what we're talking about today. Everything we're talking about today, right, Katie, is to make money. Right? How can we actually make money? So, fantastic tips. Thank you so much. So, let's take it a step further because I know there's only so much that you can share in a 60-minute, interview or chat or podcast or anything like that. And so we want to learn more for the folks that are like, I want to learn more. I need help. I want to connect with her. Where should they go? Do you have anything for them? Let us know. Take it away.
So right now, I'm getting ready to have a free virtual event. It's called Social Profit Lab. It's 4 days and over 40 speakers and it's called Social Profit Lab, but honestly, we're talking about so much more than just social media. We're talking about leadership skills, delegation.
Mhm.
Is your business's offer like even clear? Do people know what it is that you sell? How to build your audience with podcasting, LinkedIn strategies, you name it. There, we have a speaker for it, and it's free. The reason why it is free is because so many times, and JP, you said it on this recording here or on this live here, there's so many people that say like, oh, X doesn't work for me. Oh, well, I tried social media, it doesn't work for me. I tried Boost, I tried doing ads, it doesn't work for me. Well,
Mm-hmm.
here's why. Like, and these speakers, there's over 40 of them, and they are some of the people I truly regard as some of the best in the industry. And they have so many great actionable tips that you can implement for your business, and you're going to start seeing results right away. I know at least from one of them, if not from more, but it's 100% free. Their tips and their strategies are going to help you take your business to that next step of where you want your business to go in 2023. It's free, and you can get it at get your ticket at socialprofitlab.com. It's February 21st through 24th. So I hope that you join us in a couple weeks.
Can you repeat that website one more time, please?
Socialprofitlab.com.
Social Profit Lab.
Lab.
.com, family. I'm saying that because I'm actually pulling it up for you guys. If you're watching it,
Yeah.
it's free. She said socialprofitlab.com. And as it says, if you're watching it, you see it says 13 days left
Yeah,
on
you could
this.
scroll and see some of the speakers too. I mean, it's been really fun. Like most of the people that I've like I said, I've had on my podcast. I've gotten to know through different conferences and events. I've spoken with them at different events, and I've learned from a lot of them, like Andrea Vall, Jessica Phillips, Jennifer
Right.
Hensel. They're some of the people that I've been a part of their communities for a while, and all these speakers signed up to be at this event for free because it's just so heartbreaking to hear. I mean, like it really does break my heart to hear people say like, "Oh, well, that doesn't work for me." And it's like, well, it's just one thing. You just had you didn't have your profile optimized, or
Mm-hmm.
think about how you weren't showing up consistently, or anything like that. Like you didn't use a call to action in anything. That's why. So I mean, it's yeah, I'm really excited about it, and it's coming up here soon. So yeah.
Well, congratulations. Maybe I should go sign up and be part of the room, right? I'm always looking to learn. And I always say,
Yeah.
you don't know everything, right? It could be
No.
that one little thing that will just
Yeah.
change everything for you. Like, oh, I never thought of that before. And it's free. Come on. It could have
Okay,
been
and I
paid.
know I know we're wrapping up, JP, but I mean, like, this is one thing
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like, I learned, and, so Judy Fox, she's really, well known in the LinkedIn space, and LinkedIn is one of my favorite platforms.
Me too.
It's great for leads and everything like that. I love LinkedIn. Well, when she presented, she talked all about how to optimize a LinkedIn newsletter, and I'd been using newsletters for a while, but I wasn't optimizing them. And like these like three, she's like, "Oh yeah, so make sure that you like include this link, and at the very end of your newsletter, make sure you have these different calls to action." I was like, "I never even thought about that. That's a brilliant idea." And just different ways of formatting your profile to optimize like more podcast downloads, more,
Mm-hmm.
people signing up for your newsletter, all these things. I was like, I've been utilizing LinkedIn, but I haven't been using it to its full capabilities. And just since her session recording, I've made those changes, and I already have like 400 new followers just from like
Oh,
people connecting
boy.
with me on it. So I mean, like it's been it's a micro shift, and I mean I do LinkedIn all the time, and I wasn't optimizing it to its full capability. So I mean, it's just little shifts like that that can have huge results for your business. And like you said, you need to always be learning. If you're not learning, then somebody else is going to be getting ahead of you. Somebody else is going to be taking your spot, because you should always be trying to learn something. Someone else is after your spot in your world, in your space.
Like this said, right? Somebody said, if you're working 60 hours a week, better believe somebody's working 80. It's crazy,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
real. Thank you so much. And we know that you're available, of course, on LinkedIn, right? She mentioned
Yep.
LinkedIn. She's on LinkedIn, family. You can go ahead and look her up on LinkedIn. Her name, Katie Brinkley, right? On LinkedIn,
Yep.
if you want to
That's me.
connect with her. Of course, she's also on Instagram. Connect with her on Instagram. I am Katie Brinkley. All right. And you can message her. I'm pretty sure she's okay with you messaging her, connecting with her.
Please
But
do.
again, her website for the event is socialprofitlabs.com. And
Yep.
you do have your next step, socialcommunications.com as well.
Yeah, Next Step Social Communications is the agency that we do Done For You social media for.
So yeah, go check that out. Again, the website for that is next
That's it.
steps social communications.com. Go check it out. If you need help with your social media strategy or anything like that, or you just want to get on her calendar, family, or something like that, that's what you do. I would say networking is the new currency. So that is vital. Thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate your time. This was golden. All the nuggets you dropped on us today. And of course, I'm going back to hit the replay. Please don't go anywhere. Before I let you go, any last words?
Just thank you for having me. Thanks for being an awesome host. I mean, this hour went by so fast. I could talk to you for
Yeah.
like another hour and a half. So thanks again for being a great host and having me.
My pleasure. Honor is all mine. Don't go anywhere. Let me go ahead and close with everybody here, and I'll be right back with you. All right. See you next time. Family, family, family. This is it. This is what we do every single week. We have amazing guests like Katie, right? Let me remind you guys one more time what we're talking about here. And we're looking at, social profit labs.com. I'm going to pander on that because we need to learn together. And I always talk about how we should be learning. And again, family, that is, let me go ahead and pull it up one more time. And that is socialprofitlabs.com. Family, go ahead and register right now. It is a free event. You have 13 days left on there. And this will allow you to really level up. And like you said, they're talking about a whole lot of things, not just about social media, right? Business in general, right? Go ahead and register. I'm going to register personally, so I encourage you to go ahead and check it out. And don't forget, family, if you need help with your social media, go ahead, visit the website Next Step, socialcommunications.com. She'll help you in your organization. I love what she does, and she knows that I love what she does. She can't say I don't. Hey, family, that is what we do here. Hopefully you've taken any value, some value out of today's conversation. And we do this every week. So if you appreciate it, don't hesitate to subscribe, right? And stick with us, right? Stick with us. Join our community as well, right? By going to contentcreatorsuniversity.com is the community. Don't hesitate to go there and follow us on our platform. If you're listening to the podcast, know that we're on YouTube. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. But if you're staying on the podcast, you're listening to it, leave us a review. Let us know if the things that we're talking about every single week, if this is bringing any value to you. If it is, well, we want to know, how is this helping you? Leave us a review. That helps out a lot. And we'll see you again next week for another video. You be safe, like I always say. Shalom. Bye-bye, folks.